Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, MaBella went and got herself stuck in the fence again. She likes to put her head through the fence, but then can't get it back out. So, I've previously tried taping a pole onto a goat's ears, horns, and it does actually work for a few days until they realise they can rip the tape. So, I've tried using some thin wire this time. So, hopefully, MaBella stops getting stuck, because she actually got herself caught in a rather bad spot today in between some barbed wire and quite low to the ground, and I just couldn't get her out and I ended up having to cut the fence. So now I have fencing that I have to repair. Thank you, MaBella. She's a good goat though. I've actually got her up at the milk stand at the moment, about to milk my little darling goat. So yes, have her all set up. If you're lucky, I might actually be able to do part of this whilst I'm holding my phone. Now I've washed down her udder with, I use MaBella dishwashing liquid, one little tiny squirt in some warm water. So that's what I wash down her udders with. And then as an udder cream, I use coconut oil, because that acts as an antibacterial as well as a lubricant. So that keeps my hand nice and lubricated. Oh, let's take this off my milk pail. Let's see how we go. So yes, milking a goat. You start off by squeezing the other udder off like that, and then like you're taking water out of an air balloon. I like to point the milk at the side of the pail, because that actually decreases the foam that I end up with on the milk. So yeah, now MaBella's only got one udder, so that's why I'm actually able to do that. Do this at the moment, because I'm only milking with one hand. When I milk Mary, I actually use both hands. I never used to be able to. I used to only be able to milk one-handed. Now I can do two hands. See, it takes a while to actually train your hands to go in the right direction, because we're used to, when we close our hand, going like that, and you can't milk like that. You've got to milk like that. And it's quite tricky. So you've got to stop the milk from going back up into the udder, and then you just compress it out. So you're not pulling on the udder, you're squeezing the milk out. Let's see if I can get down a little bit lower. Hang on. Unfortunately, MaBella's getting a little bit nervous at the moment because Jonathan's come over, and she's not. And I don't want to. I don't want to get milk all over my phone. So yes, I've got the boys squealing and carrying on, and the goat's never like that. Now, I'm not getting a huge amount of milk from MaBella, but she really is a meat breeder goat. She's not a dairy goat. And I'm only milking once a day, and she hasn't got a kid on her anymore. So if I was milking twice a day, I'd be getting a lot more milk, but I just don't have time at the moment. And we don't really need the extra milk, so I don't see the point in putting the extra strain on her. So that's pretty much all the milk I get from MaBella. It's not a huge amount. So yes, and then once I've done that, I've got some warm sudsy water here that it's usually a bit cool by the time it's come down to here, so I just dunk her udder in it, so it's a bit of an udder wash. Then I rinse my hand off. Usually I have little washers, but I ran out at the moment, so I'm using a big hand towel at the moment. So I dry her off so she doesn't get cold. Dry her off. Sorry about all the movement. I haven't got my tripod down here. I wasn't planning on doing any of this afternoon. Oh, look at that. She's giving us a good shot of the bar. Good job, MaBella. Thank you. And I've just lost the lid off my coconut oil. There it is. There it is. At least it landed the right way. Oh, I better put the lid back on the milk. Don't want anything falling out. So the next thing I do is I get a bit of coconut oil, a lot more than I used to start off with, and I just put it on her udder. So it works as an udder balm, an antibacterial. It stops any yucky stuff from getting up into her udders. So then I wash my hand off again. and I just realised that I forgot to strip out the first bit of milk. Oh, drat. Oh well, it's not a huge drama. Generally you strip out the first bit of milk, and then once I've milked the goats, I actually pour that first bit that I've stripped out onto my tomato plant that I've got here next to my lemongrass. So yes, it's a Jonathan.
Hi.
It's a Jonathan.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
He thinks there's someone on the phone that I'm talking to, so he wants to talk to them as well.
Hi.
He's actually waving to you at the moment. Not that you can see him, you can just see the junk that I'm pointing at. He doesn't quite understand how it all works yet, but it's all good. He's too cute to get grumpy at. But there's the little bar over MaBella's head that will hopefully stop her from being able to get her head stuck again. It really is quite painful, and the only other way that I've found to stop her from getting her head stuck, and I haven't tried this on her before, but the only other way I've found is with an electric fence. And I just don't have the time or the energy at the moment to stick up the electric fence because I'm in the middle of decluttering. So my focus at the moment is decluttering, and a lot of things are getting in the road on that. I've done most of my papers now. It was actually surprisingly easy. It wasn't half as hard as I thought it would be. But I've got to get the rest of my goat's milk because, as you can see, I'm already milking in the light because the sun's gone down and we're at dusk. So it's getting a bit dark. Cows are complaining about something. Not sure what. Better check their water. But, so yes, got to put MaBella back and go get Mary. Anyway, have a great day. Any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them below. And yes, I know a lot of people will actually take their goats' horns off. I don't like doing that when they're an adult. I actually don't like doing that when they're a kid either. I don't like taking their horns off. I think God put horns on them for a reason. I just need to be careful of them. It is unfortunate though that they tend to get stuck with the horns occasionally, so I do need to keep a close eye on MaBella and the other goats because all of my goats have horns at the moment. But yes, she's ready to go back to the paddock and she's standing there going, "Come on, Mum, what are you doing? It's time to go back out to the paddock." But hopefully this pipe wired on might actually stop her from getting stuck. I could but hope. Hope. Anyway, have a great day. Any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them below. Be nice. Bless you. Bye.